Good afternoon. This is All India Radio and I'm Tanvi Taneja with the Midday News. The headlines. Maldives to confer its highest award, Nishan Izzuddin, on Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Information and Broadcasting Minister Prakash Javadekar says yoga is India's gift to the world towards achieving good health. Finance ministers of G20 countries discussing fair tax reforms to boost growth. Monsoon hits Kerala after a delay of 1 week. In ICC Cricket World Cup, Bangladesh to take on England at Cardiff and New Zealand to clash with Afghanistan at Taunton. And in French Open tennis, Czech Marketa Vondrousova to face Australian Ashleigh Barty in women's single final. Maldives will confer Nishan Izzuddin Award on Prime Minister Narendra Modi. It is the highest award to honour foreign nationals. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will arrive in Mali this evening on the first leg of his two-nation tour to Maldives and Sri Lanka. The Maldivian government will be giving a ceremonial welcome to Mr. Modi. This will also be the first bilateral visit to Maldives of an Indian Prime Minister after 2011. The Prime Minister will have bilateral discussions with President Ibrahim Mohammed Solih, hold meetings with Vice President Faisal Naseem and Speaker of Majlis and former President Mohammad Nasheed during his visit. He will also address the legislative body of the island nation called the People's Majlis today. Several key agreements and MOUs are expected to be signed during the visit of Prime Minister Modi. Along with President Solih, Prime Minister Modi is likely to inaugurate the Coastal Surveillance System and the Comprehensive Training Centre for National Defence Forces of Maldives. The two projects have been developed with Indian grants. India is likely to announce a few new projects to Maldives, including building a cricket stadium there, renovating the Friday Mosque by the Archaeological Survey of India. More from our correspondent.
This is Prime Minister Narendra Modi's first visit abroad after his re-election. His tour to the two close neighbours indicates that the policy of neighbourhood first continues in tune with the vision of security and growth for all in the region known as Sagar. Prime Minister Modi and President Ibrahim Mohammed Solih are set to inaugurate the coastal radar surveillance system in the archipelago that will help the Maldives to monitor its vast exclusive economic zone more effectively. The other project to be commissioned by the two leaders jointly is the newly established Composite Training Center of the Maldives National Defence Forces, which will boost the defense capability of the island nation. India has offered Malé a line of credit of about $800 million for infrastructure projects and development of small and medium industries. Jai Singh, AAR News, New Delhi.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit has evoked enthusiasm among people. Our correspondent spoke to a few people who reached Mali from nearby islands to have a glimpse of Mr. Modi and expressed hope that business and other opportunities will improve with his visit to Maldives.
My name is Subodh Potnis. I am working here for Maldives Airport on their extension of power plant, and I am looking forward to see more investment here from India, and more people can come and more opportunities for young people like us to work here. So I am looking forward for this visit of PM.
Mr. Natarajan hopes that Prime Minister's visit will rebuild confidence among Maldivians.
My name is Kalyana Sundaram. I am from south part of India, from Tamil Nadu. I am doing my own export business from India to Maldives. Since for past 4 years I am involved in this activity. After this new government came with the support of Modi government from India, then all these things are getting opening. Even the Tata Housing entire projects, they have opened now.
Tomorrow, Prime Minister Modi will reach Sri Lankan capital Colombo. The visit is regarded as a move to express solidarity with the neighbouring nation in the wake of the Easter Sunday attacks. Earlier this morning, Prime Minister Modi addressed a party meeting, Abhinandan Sabha, at Guruvarur in Kerala. He said the BJP was not working for mere electoral politics and was keen on building the country and ensuring India gets its place of pride in the international arena. Prime Minister Narendra Modi said,
राजनीति में सिर्फ सरकार बनाने के लिए नहीं आए हैं, हम राजनीति में देश बनाने के लिए आए हैं। हम राजनीति में विश्व फलक पर भारत को अपना उचित स्थान मिले, इसके लिए एक तपस्या के रूप में हम लोग मैदान में आए हैं। क्या जीत में क्या हार में, इन सारे बंधनों से बंध करके काम करने वाले हम लोग नहीं हैं।
This is his first public engagement after leading the BJP to a grand victory in the general election. Mr. Modi said he made Kerala his first stop after the win, despite having no MP from the state, since it was as dear to him as his constituency Varanasi in Uttar Pradesh. The Prime Minister said political parties and pundits failed to gauge the public mood ahead of the Lok Sabha election. He also thanked the electorate for reposing confidence in the BJP. On the Nipah virus issue, he said the centre was working shoulder to shoulder with the Kerala government to provide all required assistance.
दुर्भाग्य से पिछले दिनों केरल में निपा वायरस को लेकर के चिंता सामने आई है। मैं आप सबको विश्वास दिलाता हूं कि आप निश्चिंत रहिए, भारत सरकार इस घड़ी में पूरी तरह आपके साथ है, केरल सरकार के साथ है और निपा वायरस के संकट से आप सभी नागरिकों को जो भी आवश्यक व्यवस्थाएं चाहिए उसको पूरा करने के लिए कंधे से कंधा मिलाकर के हम काम कर रहे हैं।
Earlier, the Prime Minister offered prayers at the famous Lord Krishna temple at Guruvar Road. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar met Bhutanese King Jigme Khesar Namgyal Wangchuk at Thimphu. In a tweet, the External Affairs Minister said special friendship between India and Bhutan has always benefited from the enlightened guidance of the head of state of the Himalayan nation. Earlier, Mr. Jaishankar met Bhutan's Prime Minister Lothe Tshering and discussed important elements of the bilateral ties. He also held talks with his Bhutanese counterpart Thandi Dorje and discussed issues of mutual interest with emphasis on development partnership and hydropower. Dr. Jaishankar arrived in Bhutan's capital, Thimphu, yesterday during his first overseas trip after assuming charge of the ministry. Information and Broadcasting Minister Prakash Javadekar has said, Yoga is India's own heritage and a gift to the world towards achieving good health. Speaking to media in New Delhi today, he hoped that a large number of people will participate in this year's Yoga Day on 21st of June. Mr. Javadekar said this year various media houses will be awarded for their role in generating awareness about yoga.
We have observed that many media houses, be it newspaper, be it radio, be it TV, they are also doing their own bit to propagate message of healthy life, healthy living through yoga. They are also doing their own campaign. We have decided to recognize the services and the campaigns done by media houses this year.
The Information and Broadcasting Minister said 33 awards will be given, 11 each for newspaper organizations, TV and radio channels. A 6-member jury will consider the entries in all 23 official languages. Media campaigns on yoga from June 10th to June 25th will be considered for International Yoga Day Awards. Mr. Javadekar said several events have been scheduled to celebrate the International Yoga Day. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will lead the main event of International Day of Yoga 2019 celebrations to be held in Ranchi, Jharkhand on 21st of this month. Around 30,000 people are expected to participate in the main event. There will be a curtain raiser to the main event at Ranchi on 13th of June, which will be attended by several state dignitaries, besides yoga organizations and yoga gurus. Union Minister of Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution, Ram Vilas Paswan, has asserted that the main objective of the ministry is to ensure that not a single grain of food being produced by the hard work and labour of the farmers gets wasted, and all of it is procured by the government at minimum support price. Mr. Paswan was speaking at a press conference charting out the future roadmap for the Food Corporation of India in New Delhi. The Union Minister said that the plan is to create 100 lakh ton cider storage capacity in the country. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. The G20 summit has begun in the Japanese city of Fukuoka. Finance chiefs of major economies are debating over how to revise tax systems to ensure big companies pay their fair share and support economies as global growth slows down. They called for the creation of a digital tax for multinational technology companies. The aim is to prevent tax evasion and to modernize policies as financial markets and businesses have been transformed by technology. Speaking at the meeting, Japanese Finance Minister Taro Aso said this could be the biggest reform of the long-established international framework in over 100 years. Meanwhile, talking to reporters on the sidelines of the summit, U.S. Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin said that Washington is open to further negotiations with China on their ongoing trade battle. U.S. President Donald Trump is expected to meet his Chinese counterpart Xi Jinping at the G20 summit in Osaka on June 28-29. Commerce and Industry Minister Piyush Goyal is leading the Indian delegation for the two-day G20 ministerial meeting. In Jammu and Kashmir, a gunfight is underway between joint team of security forces and terrorists at Naugam Shahbad area in Anantnag district of South Kashmir. Security sources said one terrorist was killed in the ongoing operation and 2 to 3 terrorists are believed to be trapped. After a week's delay, monsoon hit the Kerala coast today, marking the official commencement of the 4-month rainfall season in the country. India Meteorological Department's Director General Designate Mrityunjay Mohapatra said monsoon has made an onset over Kerala and several parts of the state have started receiving a good amount of rainfall. Mr. Mohapatra said,
India Meteorological Department has declared onset of monsoon over South Kerala today. Along with that, southeast monsoon has further advanced into many parts of Lakshadweep Islands, some parts of Tamil Nadu, and some more parts of Bay of Bengal and Arabian Sea. We are expecting that during next 48 hours, southeast monsoon will further advance into remaining parts of Kerala, remaining parts of Lakshadweep area, some more parts of Arabian Sea and Bay of Bengal, and some more parts of Tamil Nadu.
On Thursday, the IMD said the arrival of monsoon in Delhi is likely to be delayed by 2 to 3 days from its usual onset on June 29th. In Gujarat, 11 people were killed and 27 injured near Ambaji town in Banaskantha district last evening. The incident took place after the brake of the vehicle failed and it overturned at Trishulia Ghat on Ambaji Danta Road. The Maharashtra State Board of Secondary and Higher Secondary Education announced Maharashtra SSC result for 2019 today. Overall, 77% students have passed the Class 10th exam. On to sports news. In the ICC Men's Cricket World Cup, Bangladesh will take on England in Cardiff today. The match will begin at 3 p.m. Indian Standard Time. Another match will be played today between Afghanistan and New Zealand at Taunton beginning 6 p.m. Afghanistan have already lost their first 2 matches. India will take on Australia at the Oval at 3 p.m. tomorrow. In French Open tennis, Czech teenager Marketa Vondrousova will face Australian Ashleigh Barty in women's single final today. In men's singles, the semi-final clash between Novak Djokovic and Dominic Thiem will resume today after it was halted yesterday due to deteriorating weather conditions. Austrian 4th seed Thiem led 6-2, 3-6, 3-1 against the world number 1 when the players left court Philippe Chartier. The winner will play Rafael Nadal in Sunday's final after the 11-time champion beat old rival Roger Federer 6-3, 6-4, 6-2 yesterday. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Maldives to confer its highest award, Nishan Izzuddin, on Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Information and Broadcasting Minister Prakash Javadekar says, Yoga is India's gift to the world towards achieving good health. Finance ministers of G20 countries discussing fair tax reforms to boost growth. Monsoon hits Kerala after a delay of 1 week. In ICC Cricket World Cup, Bangladesh to take on England at Cardiff and New Zealand to clash with Afghanistan at Taunton. And in French Open tennis, Czech Marketa Vondrousova to face Australian Ashleigh Barty in women's single final. And with that, we end the midday news.